Before Odysseus could sail for home, he was told he must first go somewhere else entirely. Circe, the sorceress whose island had held him for a year, gave him instructions that no living man had needed before. He must cross beyond the edge of the known world into a place where the dead gather, and there he would find answers that could not be found among the living. But Circe's most important instruction was also the strangest. Do not enter. Dig a trench, pour offerings, honey and milk, wine and water, white barley, sacrifice a black ram and a black ewe. Then wait, the dead will come to you. Why? We return to that. His ship sailed on a north wind beyond the shores of the living world into waters Homer calls Oceanus, the great encircling stream that marks the edge of the finite, the threshold between what we know and what lies beyond knowing. On the far side, perpetual mist, the grove at Persephone, the gathering place of shades. And here we meet a question that will run through everything that follows. What exactly is a shade? The first shade to appear is Elpenor, one of Odysseus's own crew who has fallen drunk from Circe's roof and died unburied, too recently dead to have crossed over properly. He asks for nothing spiritual. He simply wants his funeral rites performed, his all planted on his grave mound. He is the ordinary man with an ordinary human need. There is no mystery to Elpenor, he just wants rest. Then come the greater shades. Agamemnon, commander of the Greek forces, high king of Mycenae, he ruled the world and couldn't rule himself. Returning home in glory, he was murdered by his own wife and her lover. He holds the underworld not as a king, but as a warning. Power without self-mastery ends in ruin. May we pause a moment here? This channel is dedicated in part to exploring the deeper and vital meaning of mythology. If that's your interest too, please like and subscribe. We're gradually covering the whole of the Odyssey and Iliad and what it reveals about human consciousness. Achilles, the greatest of the Greek warriors, a demigod who chose a short life of blazing glory over a long life of obscurity. He got what he chose, and now, in the land of the dead, he tells Odysseus plainly, he would rather be a living slave, ploughing another man's field, than king of all the dead. The heroic bargain, it turns out, was not what it seemed. And then Anticlea, Odysseus's own mother, he didn't know she had died. Her name is worth pausing on. Anticlea, she who stands against glory, against Kleos, the fame that drove the whole Trojan enterprise that sent thousands to their deaths, that kept Odysseus away for 10 long years. She died of grief, waiting for him. 3 times he reached to embrace her. 3 times he holds only air. For she cannot be grasped, not yet, because the lesson she carries, that the whole pursuit of fame must finally be let go if he is ever truly to get home, is one he's not yet earned. Now, back to Circe's instruction. Do not enter, let the dead come to you. Odysseus stands at the threshold, not inside the underworld but at its edge. The shades must come to him because he's not yet ready to be among them. He is still living, still on his journey. What he takes from this place must be carried back into the world. And what the shades are, we can now say plainly, they are not souls, they are eidola, images, residues, the accumulated weight of life's acts and desires still restless, still circling. The soul itself, if the ancient teachings are right, has moved further on. What lingers is only the echo. Even Heracles, his shade walks in the darkness amongst the dead, while Heracles himself feasts with the immortals. 2 things, 1 man. The last shade Odysseus seeks is Tiresias. Of all the dead gathered here, only Tiresias, who retains his mind without needing to drink from the offering, he already knows who Odysseus is. He already knows what Odysseus needs. Tiresias alone needs no blood to speak clearly. His shade and his wisdom are one, because in life he passed through every division the world contains, sight and blindness, maleness and femaleness, mortal knowing and divine sight, He overcame duality itself, and it is perhaps for this reason that death has no power to diminish him. He stands before Odysseus not as an echo, but as he truly is. In the underworld, he is the one shade who is not lost in the echo of a former life. He is wisdom that transcends the personal, and it is Tiresias, this figure of inner knowing, of vision unclouded by noise of the living world, who alone can show Odysseus the path home. Not a map, not a wind, inner knowing. That is what the whole journey to the edge of the world was for.